Chief Secretary says Tobago's autonomy fight continues with new Tobago MPs. Division of Education launches Community Impact Program for Adult Learning. Swimmers Onella Walker and Mosi Dinoon dominate ASAT Championships. And another lupus NGO launched, further strengthening this community in Tobago. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to All Tobago Updates Television News for Monday, 19th May 2025. To our top story this evening. On Saturday, the Tobago People's Party held a Thanksgiving service, during which Chief Secretary Fali Augustine reiterated his call for greater autonomy for Tobago. The event comes on the heels of the party's recent electoral success, with two newly elected members of Parliament from Tobago, sparking renewed hopes for meaningful change on the island. Here's more.
Secretary Fali Augustine acknowledged the significance of the win, but urged caution and continued focus.
I want to say to you, TPP family, that we have a long road ahead of us. That this victory should not confuse us into thinking that it is done. The task is not yet done. We are grateful to God for our Member of Parliament.
While the election results were encouraging, he said they mark only the beginning of a broader struggle for meaningful change in Tobago. The TPP's success in securing 2 seats in Parliament has raised fresh hopes among Tobagonians for stronger representation and legislative progress on autonomy-related issues. Augustine also reflected on the efforts of past Tobago leaders who championed the cause of autonomy but were unsuccessful. He noted that their persistence laid the groundwork for today's movement, but acknowledged the gravity of the task ahead and the need for faith and perseverance.
You press towards the higher calling, as you press towards the ultimate victory that Tobagonians need. You have an awe-inspiring task ahead of you. We have been wanting this thing called autonomy for the longest while, and we have tried everything. We tried Bigat, we tried A.P.T. James, we tried A.N.R. Robinson, we tried Pamela Nicholson, then we voted for some deadbeat people in between there. We tried up to the recent past, now we're trying Tomo and Notsi.
Augustine also addressed area representatives, urging them to keep their feet on the ground and walk 10 times more. He reminded them that they haven't won yet, aligning his message with upcoming THA elections later this year.
Above all, we are marching forward. The Tobago House of Assembly election is within sight, and we continue to pray for God's leadership and His guidance. He will first determine for us when that date will be, but we will continue to work. On election night, I said to Tobagonians that we heard you.
Alia Balgobin, Tobago Updates Television News.
Secretary of Education, Research and Technology, Zorisha Hackett, today underscored her division's commitment to inclusive and community-driven development through key initiatives tailored specifically for Tobago. This as her division launched its Community Impact Program. She emphasized the integrated nature of these initiatives, noting that they were designed through extensive collaboration, signaling a deliberate effort to ensure that the policies reflect Tobago's unique cultural and educational landscape. Here's more.
Education Secretary Zorisha Hackett described Project Impact not merely as another program launch, but as a defining moment in Tobago's pursuit of educational transformation. She said every Tobagonian, regardless of age, background, or past experience, deserve access to the life-changing power of education.
That we also have a program by the name of Project Impact. And we have this beautiful policy to roll out by the name of the Tobago-centric curriculum, and they're all so much integrated. And when we sat down and we put our minds together as technocrats in the division, we looked at every segment of Tobago society. So we wanted to treat with our students who were struggling, especially our boys at that primary level, and we even spoke to identifying the learning challenges as early as the ECCE.
She said the program is a 2-year research-based initiative aimed at bridging educational gaps across Tobago. Grounded in service and driven by a bold vision, the program extends the island's long-standing commitment to young people by ensuring that adults are not left behind.
The Community Impact Program, therefore, is that road. It is our 2-year commitment in the first instance, rooted in research, grounded in service, and driven by the vision of a Tobago where not only no child is left behind, but now we're adding no adult is left behind.
The launch took place at the Division of Education, Research and Technologies Head Office, Dutch Fort, Scarborough, Tobago. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Now to some good news. Tobago YMCA Aqua Warriors Onella Walker and Musi Dinoon made an impressive splash at the 2025 Aquatic Sports Association of Trinidad and Tobago National Open Long Course Championships in Couva. Walker clinched 2 gold medals in the 50-meter and 100-meter backstroke, setting a new national record in the latter. Dinoon, competing as both coach and swimmer, secured 5 medals and the second-place overall trophy in the 25-plus Masters category. Congratulations to them both. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. snacks. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome back. In recognition of Lupus Awareness Month, a group of resilient lupus warriors proudly launched Tobago's first ever lupus support group, Shades of Lupus. This groundbreaking initiative marks a powerful step forward in providing much needed support, education and community for those with lupus in Tobago. Shades of Lupus is dedicated to creating a safe and empowering space where individuals can share their journeys, access resources, and stand united in the fight against lupus.
Akela Springer and Tanisha Cupid are the co-founders of this initiative. Together, they are raising awareness, offering hope, and working to build a brighter future for everyone affected by this chronic illness.
It is truly a joy and an honor to welcome each and every one of you to the official launch of Shades of Lupus. Shades of Lupus. We would have met at the radiography department, a chance encounter where one lupus warrior had what she thought was a massive flare and showed up to the radiography department, cane in hand and a limb. That lupus warrior was me.
Rihanna Harilal is the founder and president of the Voice of Lupus Foundation. She established the foundation in 2011, inspired by her personal struggle with the disease and a deep desire to create a national movement for those living with it.
We planted seeds in the soil, seeds of compassion, seeds of advocacy, seeds of endurance. And tonight, we see the first fruits of that labor breaking through the ground. And let's put our hands together for Tanisha and Akela. To see this new support group rise here in Tobago is more than a milestone. It is a move of God.
Other speakers, such as Rachel Winter-Roach, a dietitian, and Dr. Godiva Ishmael Davis, a dermatologist, spoke about the symptoms to look for if you suspect something wrong.
Now this one tends to have the lupus specific change. When you see that sign, you say, yes, that person 99% of the time does have lupus. And that is the malar or butterfly rash, hence the butterflies this evening. So you have redness and swelling to both of your cheeks, and then you have your nose in the middle, so it looks like a butterfly on your face.
A number of local organizations and the Tobago House of Assembly supported the event. AMPLIA Balgobin, Tobago Updates Television News.
Two national library buildings are in the spotlight after separate fire incidents in March and May. On May 16th, a minor fire broke out at the NALIS headquarters on Abercrombie Street, Port of Spain. The blaze started on the third floor around 9 p.m., just hours after the library hosted its Asian Nights 2 cultural event featuring Chinese embassy guests. Fortunately, an MTS officer on duty quickly extinguished that blaze with a bucket of water. Fire officers arrived swiftly and inspected the area. No injuries were reported. Meanwhile, in Tobago, the blaze on the top floor of the Scarborough Public Library has forced the facility to remain closed to the public, but its online services remain available. Urgent restoration and repairs are ongoing. No injuries were reported in this blaze either. The Tobago facility is expected to reopen on June 2nd, 2025. A 56-year-old farmer is in stable condition following a violent altercation at the Argyle Waterfall in Tobago on Saturday. According to police, the incident occurred around 2:15 p.m. when the farmer, Samuel Batiste of Main Road, Argyle, was reportedly involved in a dispute with craft vendor Sean Parisian over the entry of visitors to the site without paying fees. Parisian told police the confrontation turned physical, and in an act of self-defense, he used a cutlass to fend off Batiste. Officers responding to the scene found Parisian with what appeared to be blood on his clothing. He handed over the weapon and was taken into custody. Batiste was taken to the Roxborough Hospital, where he received treatment and is now warded at the Scarborough General Hospital. Police investigations are ongoing. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Centre has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrell Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrell Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Thanks for staying with us. Tobago's Carnival 2025 was under the microscope as cultural stakeholders pushed for better planning, clearer policies, and deeper cultural integration at a stakeholder consultation held on May 14th at the Community Development, Youth Development and Sport Conference Hall in Glenroad, Tobago. Here's more.
Stakeholders across Tobago's cultural and events sector came together at a meeting hosted by the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation to address ongoing challenges affecting the National Carnival and Tobago's October Carnival. Representatives included band leaders, event promoters, artisans and tourism officials with key input from Assistant Secretary Niall George and Festival CEO Kern Cowan. Among the major concerns raised were delayed grant payments, low band registration, inadequate promotion, rising production costs, and weak support for artists competing in Trinidad. Stakeholders also highlighted issues with liquor licensing and event infrastructure. Calls were made for better payment structures, increased prize money, and stronger support services.
Some of my concerns would have been the marketing of Carnival and the engagement of launching the Carnival, because there were little to no spectators on the road to see the kiddies' costumes or adults, as far as I am concerned. I don't believe that it was launched at all. Or if it was launched, we were launching to ourselves in Tobago. So there was the show, the hard work that was done by the band leaders, because some of the kiddies' costumes was really, really nice, great construction and so on. And I don't believe that anybody got to enjoy it.
How do you want me of myself to take part in October Carnival when I invested my money into the National Carnival, waiting to get my funding to start production for October? I love the October. I love my culture. I'll take part in almost anything cultural in Tobago for see the growth. But the advertisement, that was a kill.
Participants applauded successful elements such as the Kiddies Jamboree and the dual parade start points in Scarborough and Roxborough. Suggestions for improvements included introducing penalties for late bands, renaming October Carnival, and setting up a staging area at Market Square. The consultation forms part of a broader effort to craft a carnival policy framework to strengthen both carnival products.
So the conversation between the THA and the stakeholders is collaborative.
Yes.
That is exactly why we are here.
Correct.
But I am asking that we understand the product that we are offering as well and be ready to push it out together.
The 2024 October Carnival drew over 30,000 visitors and generated an estimated $30 million. The next consultation is scheduled for May 20th at the Sid Gray Stadium. This is Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
While the Met Office has officially declared the start of Trinidad and Tobago's wet season, we'll tell you what to expect along with the weather report for tonight into tomorrow. Up next.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but I be cousin Tufina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me picnic them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trey Springer down by the page down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Doka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trey Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Well, the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service has officially declared the start of the 2025 wet season, following measurable rainfall linked to the intertropical convergence zone. Near average rainfall is forecasted for the season, while an active Atlantic hurricane season is predicted overall. Local tropical cyclone activity is projected to be below average. The TTMS urges preparedness as more detailed forecasts will be shared at its upcoming Climate Outlook Forum. Now for a look at the weather forecast from the TNT Met Office for tonight into tomorrow. So tonight you can expect mainly fair and hazy conditions despite the chance of a few light passing showers. Temperatures will dip to about 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, hazy and sometimes breezy with 1 or 2 spotty showers developing in confined localities. A fair night is expected. Daytime temperatures will reach up to 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Sea conditions are expected to be moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and near 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:39 and the sunset at 6:19. The Met Office says a significant concentration of Saharan dust remains in the atmosphere, so sensitive persons should take the necessary precautions. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. As a recap of our headlines, the Chief Secretary says Tobago's autonomy fight continues with new Tobago MPs. The Division of Education launches Community Impact Program for Adult Learning. Swimmers Ornella Walker and Mosi Dinoon dominate ASA championships, and another lupus NGO launched, further strengthening this community in Tobago. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.